The purpose of the short biopic is to expose English speakers to Algerian music. This particular video is about the genre of Rai and the performer Cheb Hasni. Cheb Hasni was born Hasni Shakroun February 1st in 1968 in Oran, Algeria, otherwise known as Wahadan, and he died September 29th, 1994. He was popular across North Africa, and he reached the height of his career in the late 1980s and early 1990s. He was the son of a welder, and he grew up in a working-class family where he was one of 7 children. Hasni is best known for his love songs, but he also dealt with taboo subjects such as divorce and alcohol. Cheb Hasni was interested in performing from an early age. In an interview published in the French newspaper Liberation in 1992, Hasni recounted how everyone knew me in my neighborhood when I was a kid. I was always walking up and down the road with my school bag thrown over my shoulder, singing my head off. Hasni was also talented in football and a great student, but these traits were overshadowed by his musical interests. Hasni's first significant performance as a singer occurred when he attended a local wedding party where the group led by the famous Nawi brothers was playing. Impressed by his voice, they invited him to sing on stage at a well-known cabaret, La Guinguette. The second major launching point in Hasni's career came shortly afterwards when a producer asked him to perform with Rai performer Cheb Hasni.He. During the summer of 1987, the pair recorded a provocative song by Algerian standards, Baraka, the Shack, gaining them much attention. The subjects of his songs were controversial and made the song popular with Algerian youth, who contributed to the song's estimated sales of 1 million copies. The success of Baraka made Hasni famous and a controversial subject with both critics and Islamic fundamentalists, already concerned with the popularity of the Rai genre. Another major hit was El Visa, a song about migration, which sold approximately 250,000 cassettes in 1992. Like many other Rai artists based in Algeria, Cheb Hasni spent more time performing abroad and giving concerts everywhere from Paris, Marseille, Boston to Tunis, Casablanca and Tokyo than at home, due to curfews and musical restrictions in Algeria at the time. Hasni's last concert in his native country was July 5, 1993, when he performed to an audience of over 150,000 fans in Algiers at an event organized to celebrate Algerian independence. Hasni became one of the most prolific artists on the Rai scene, recording around 100 cassettes during his career. His distinctive Rai love song inspired other people, such as Cheb Nasro, who launched his career in 1988 with the hit Pour de faire plaisir. Hasni's fame and controversial songs led to him receiving death threats from Islamic fundamentalist extremists. His primary residence remained in Oran, although his family lived in a safer environment at the time of France. On September 29th, he was the first Rai musician to be murdered outside his parents' home in Oran. His death came among other violent actions among notable North African performers. A few days before his death, Kabylian singers star Lounis Matoub was abducted by a commando from the GIA. The following year, on February 15, 1995, Rai's most important producer, Rashid Baba Ahmed, was assassinated in Oran. Ahmed Baba Rashid was an Algerian musical performer involved in a regional genre called Rai. He is credited with the international popularization of the genre in 1976 through the new pop Rai. He is attributed with the development of pop Rai during the 1970s and 80s, the performers of which are called Cheb and Cheba. He was murdered by Islamic fundamentalists on February 15, 1995. Cheb Hasni's music is vibrant, open, wonderful, and very indicative of the personality and the wonderful brightness of the Algerian musical scene. Please, when you're looking for Cheb Hasni, make sure you only buy copyrighted CDs of all the Rai performers, as this is their only source of income some of them get. Thank you so much for listening. This is Kathleen Woolrich with the Little Book of Rai. You can reach me at www.lulu.com/KWOOLR.